Alright, 2 whole months in and the video gaming just doesn't stop. Nothing new this week, just some more Guild Wars and Genshin with a splash of Battlefield thrown in. And I'll start with that splash because it will be pretty quick, it truly is a splash. I haven't actually been playing much Battlefield 2042 because it's a game I can only enjoy with friends, and my friends haven't really been playing it recently. However, I did find myself playing last week, and my thoughts are still the same as before, except I noticed something new in Battlefield Portal. Now, I have about 27 hours logged in CSGO. Not that much, I know, for a game like CSGO, but you might look at that and say that, I enjoyed Counter-Strike enough to play 27 hours. You would be wrong. I enjoyed Counter-Strike's Arms Race mode enough to play 27 hours. Ever since I first played Gun Game in Call of Duty Black Ops, I have been in love with this kind of game mode. I couldn't tell you exactly the reason. Could be the clear and steady in-match progression of guns combined with the free-for-all nature of the mode, or it could be because of the ever-changing gameplay. Every time you get a kill, moving up a rank and trying out a new weapon now. Having to go through all those kinds of weapons every match creates a very wild time.
Yes! Dude, me and the other guy who was first just had a knife fight!
Oh my god.
I love it. I absolutely love it. What I saw when I opened up Battlefield Portal last week, as you probably guessed, was a gun game mode, and oh boy was it fun! Literally, the only note I have for Battlefield this week is gun game is fun.
How did I miss both shots?
I really hope that it doesn't disappear randomly, forcing me to wait another few months for it to reappear because of the rotating nature of the Battlefield Portal game mode. But anyway!
Okay, knife time. Where are you, Bagels? Never mind.
Oh, Guild Wars 2. It's that time of year. Wintersday is here. That's right, the Christmas event in Guild Wars 2 has started. There are quite a few festive activities to do now in Divinity's Reach. To be honest, I have no idea if any of them are new to this year because I haven't actually participated in Wintersday for a few years. I'll just go over them all, or at least the ones I'm able to do with friends, without friends, or having to find a group of random people that I'd rather not interact with. Let's start with my least favorite, Toy Apocalypse. It's okay. You just set up some simple defenses to defend a carousel of Doliac from destructive toys. You get to pick one of 3 weapons. Most people just use the toy rifle, including myself. It's not a terrible mode, but it lacks the depth required to be enjoyable for 10 waves of enemies, which takes a while, by the way. If the number of waves were maybe halved, I would probably be more positive on the mode. As it stands, almost every wave in the mode is so similar, it gets boring. Maybe if they let you use your actual class instead of just a gun that you're going to be pressing 1 with all the time, it would be more interesting, but that's not the case. Next up would be the winter-themed jumping puzzle. I think it's called Winter Wonderland. It's fairly enjoyable. It lacks the difficulty of the Halloween jumping puzzle, even on the hardest difficulty, but it is still enjoyable. The only part that I'm not a fan of is the end, which involves a lot of waiting for giant snowballs to pass, and I've never been much of a fan of waiting. It's a short section though, so it's alright. It doesn't affect my enjoyment all that much. Bellchoir is neat. I really like rhythm games, and this is okay as a rhythm game. Pretty simple, where you play the same 6 songs every single time you do it, and the first 2 are very easy, that they get boring. 3 people all play 3 parts of the song, which causes the song to sound extremely off due to the slight latency between characters or players. It's an alright mode, but I kind of feel like the hit detection in some songs is a bit off, but that might be because of the nature of Guild Wars 2's amazing engine. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine little fun mode that's been there for a long time. However, I do wish that you could just skip the easy songs. Please. The secret layer of the snowman. This one is quite nifty. One of the activities that is new since I was last here for Wintersday. It's essentially a short 10-person dungeon where you help one snowman save another snowman's heart.
Now it's time to
You're healing, literally healing its heart in the middle of the fight with snowballs. By the way, yeah, it's cool. It's cute. Very fun, a very festive, fun little story, and a decently fun boss to finish. Takes a bit longer than the other activities, and its rewards are decent. But it is a dungeon, and it's a fun dungeon. It's just fun. It has a fun fight at the end. So I like it. Snowball Mayhem. I'm not entirely sure if this was here last time I played, and I completely forgot it was here until I saw a daily for it, and I decided to, what the hell, I'll give it a shot. It's a neat little PvP mode where you choose one of 3 snowball-themed classes and fight for control of presents that spawn in the center of the map. It's fine. Not particularly riveting, but it is a fun little distraction from the other stuff. Games are fairly quick and simple. I'm sure it would be far more enjoyable with friends where you're interacting with them and actually, you know, strategizing in a PvP game with classes. Speaking of friends, though, Tix's Infinarium. Tix's Infinarium? I hate that word. Is a mode that pretty much requires friends, although you can find a party for it using the LFG or just by asking around at Divinity's Reach long enough. I know my anti-social nature is stopping me from enjoying a mode that is probably pretty good. I haven't given it a shot. I'm sorry, it's a me thing. I'd rather spend the time working on those damn return achievements or just the other activities. I don't care for interacting with people. I'm sorry. Oh boy, here we go again. Genshin Impact got some more stuff for me to complain about. Although there is a bit of little bit of positivity this time. So, this is a plus. Aritaki Ito and Goro came out, and yes, I did pull for them, and I obtained both of them fairly quickly, I might add. I have no footage of that because I tend to gamble with a friend close at hand. We are both able to tell each other that it just isn't worth it when things get dire. Ito's story quest was actually quite neat.
Where were you carrying that?
It has the same poor presentation and long-winded dialogue as the rest of Genshin. That's nothing new. But it did make up for it with a pretty neat dungeon, and Ito just being a semi-interesting, at least, goofy character. He's fun. I like him. I actually found myself listening to a lot of Ito's dialogue instead of speed reading and skipping it. Although I'm unsure if that's because the writing is of good quality or because the English voice actor for Ito is just so damn good. Same VA as Ryuji in Persona 5, by the way. He fucking nails everything I've heard him in. What a fantastic voice actor. Alright, and I finally started and finished to completion the damn Doggo event. This event is fucking stupid. Is there actually a person out there that enjoyed the shitty stealth tailing sections of the main story and wanted an entire event out of it? This event is so stupid. I don't understand why it exists. It's not difficult, it's not fun, the mechanics are annoyingly inconsistent. Why would they put a half effort into this stupid stealth event when they could have just made the entire event combat? Like, there are already combat sessions in the event, and no effort was put into them, but they're still far more enjoyable than the stealth sections because the combat in Genshin is actually enjoyable. Why not lean into that side more, Genshin? You know, the part of the game that has been fun since the game came out, the part that most events put almost no focus on. The story of the event wasn't even interesting either. The only thing I remember about the narrative is that I fought a dog for some reason, and I don't even know what that reason was, or remember. But whatever. Maybe it's my fault for being so damn bored with the narrative presentation of this game that I had a hard time paying attention. The only memorable part of this event at all was that fucking dog fight. Wasn't even a very riveting fight. It wasn't terrible, at least, but it's still better than Storm Terror in Asia, huh? Still some of the worst fights in gaming. All you get at the end is one fucking one of these dogs. That's all you get. You get a dog that you can put in your teapot. Your housing. Why? Like, this supposedly combat-ready dog can only be placed in your teapot. I've said this before, but I don't care for my teapot, and that resulted in disappointment. So thank you, Genshin. One of these days, I'm sure I'll manage to uninstall you. Yeah, but not today. Anyway, that was the week before the next one, aka last week. This week, aka next week's video, is gonna be an actual new game. Trust me, I have a good amount to say about this one, and it's mostly positive. I know, right? It is. It's. I mean, it's not really a new game though. It's been out for almost a month. But I got it now, so I'm playing it. Follow me on Twitter at Land654 and Twitch at Land aka Greg for the rare occasion that I actually engage with either of those platforms. Bye bye, boyos.